I'm going to add another tour from our data sheet on fast forward here. And I just wanted to mention that we're going to stop at this point after 3 tours because it makes sense to build out the structure, the infrastructure of the site before adding in all of the content. Because sometimes the structure changes so much that you will need to modify those pieces of content multiple times before you're done. So it's good to add some sample content so you can at least see what certain pages look like, and then wait until the structure is finalized, and then add in all of the rest of the content. So we'll just go ahead and stop here when it comes to adding tours. Now that we have some content to work with, let's go ahead and pull up the mockup of the calendar, which is where our tour data is going to be displayed. I'm going to go ahead and jump to the resource pack directory, and I'm going to open up Calendar with Notes in the mockups folder. Okay, so we have a multi-column table structure here. On the left-hand side, we have the title. It's linked to the tour page. We have the date column. We have the tour type column that's also linked to something, the guide column that's linked to the guide page, and the location column that goes to the list of all content matching whatever the location is. So this is our first introduction to actually displaying lists of data. As you may have found out already, the module that we're going to use for this is called Views. Views is a very powerful tool, and because it's powerful, there's a lot of facets to it, some of which may be confusing at first. But we'll go ahead and start simple and create a table type structure for this list of content using a simple view, pulling in data from our tours. Let's begin by installing Views. Go ahead and jump to your browser and open up a new tab and do a search for Views Drupal. And again, just click at the very top item. This will take us to the Views module homepage. Go ahead and scroll down. And we're going to install the 7 version, and we need to copy the link for the tar.gz. Going to right click and select copy link location. We're going to again use the Update Manager module in order to install this module. Go ahead and jump back to your site. Click on the modules link in the administrative toolbar and click Install New Module. Now we've done this before. If you wanted to see it with a little bit more detail, you can go back to where we installed the web form module towards the beginning of this series. Go ahead and paste in the link here under Install from a URL and click Install. Let's go to Enable Newly Added Modules. I'm going to click that link. And let's do a search for Views. Okay. Now we have several items here, but they're all grayed out because there is a requirement for CTools, which is missing. So let's go ahead and do a search for CTools module. I'm going to open up a new tab and search for CTools Drupal. And we have the Chaos Tool Suite up here as the first option. And CTools is a short for Chaos Tool Suite. I'm going to click on that. I'm going to scroll down to the very bottom and copy the link to the tar.gz file. I'm going to right click and select copy link location again. And then I'm going to jump back to the site and scroll up to the top of the modules page and click Install New Module again. I'm going to paste in the link to the tar.gz file under Install from a URL and click Install one more time. And I'm going to go back to the modules page again, clicking Enable Newly Added Modules. I'm going to do another search for Views. And as we get there, we see that we have a number of modules under the Chaos Tool Suite. Now, because I'm not sure exactly what's needed for the Views module, I'm going to leave these unchecked and let the Views module decide which modules to install. So I'm going to scroll down to the Views section. We have 3 modules bundled with this Views package: Views, Views Exporter, which allows us to export views once we create them so we can use them on another site or back them up, and Views UI, which is the user interface part of Views. The only reason we wouldn't want this installed is if we're using a special kind of Drupal or distribution of Drupal that allows us to have views, but not necessarily edit them. So let's go ahead and select all of these. And then I'm going to click Save Configuration. It says we're going to enable this Chaos Tools module. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to click Continue. Okay, we now have views and the Chaos Tool Suite installed.